You guys must think I'm a fearless, calm, and collective guy, and overall a cool person. To be honest, I'm not. Really, I'm not. I'm a wreck. Social anxiety. You probably might have heard it before, or seen it before, or you probably have it. I developed social anxiety from staying too much in the house, watching TV. Like, do you blame me? There's everything you'd ever need in the house. There's food, there's shelter, water, computer, electricity, Wi Fi, and the best part of it all, animes. Lots and lots of animes. To all my friends, you probably think I'm a really cool guy, but to be honest, I am not. When I'm surrounded by strangers, it's different. Like, I could be smiling, and then once I'm surrounded by strangers, it's another thing. I start to panic and start overthinking, and that causes my brain to jam, and that's a problem. Like, I don't get it. When I'm around strangers, I just start getting nervous, and as a defense mechanism, I pull out the weirdest smile. Like, some of the signs I portray if I have social anxiety and I'm in public places, I start tapping on my thigh repeatedly, my heart starts beating, I start heavy breathing, and I somehow get panicked. Like, at this point, the only thing my brain wants to do is just eject back home. Interacting with strangers is just way too much for me. That's why I like to carry earpods, earphones, and sometimes headsets. So, like, this one time, a girl walked up to me, and up to today, I still remember the conversation because it was the worst thing I've ever said. This is what happened. Hi, and I replied, "I'm high, and you?" I replied, "I'm high." This is what happens when you have social anxiety. It disturbs your thinking, and you start being flustered. And don't get me started about eye contact. It's just something weird about that. Like, I'm not. I've asked a lot of people, and they all reply the same thing. Like, they just look at people. It's very hard for me. Like, I never know where to look. Do you look at the left eye? Do you look at the right eye? Do you look at both eyes at the same time? Or maybe you just look at the bridge of the nose. Please, someone tell me. Like, when I'm interacting with people, I don't look at their faces. It's very hard just to look at their eyes. Just look at them partially and look away. It's I think my social anxiety spiked during a big event in my life, which I call the big blip. This is a big event in my life. Where I went for a holiday from the November of 2022 to 2023 February. So what happened is, there where we were living, it was just me, my dad. Like, I never saw any other person for 4 months. I was just always in the house, probably watching Mr. Beast videos on YouTube. So when I came back from the holiday, things were different. I had realized I have forgotten how to interact with people. So I went in the morning to buy some groceries for breakfast, and this was a big mistake. This is what happened while standing in the line. Afternoon, sir. How can I help you? Okay, first you start with saying hi. All I have to do is just say hi to him. Hi, sir. How are you? Sorry, sir. We don't have canned soup this morning. Is there anything else I can help you with? Oh crap, he heard me say soup. Let me hurry up and buy what I want. Okay, the line behind me is getting longer and longer. I better hurry up. Okay, just say a loaf of bread and a dozen eggs. A loaf of bread and a dozen eggs. That's not gonna be hard to say. Okay, just go ahead. I would like a dozen of bread and a loaf and egg. Huh? A dozen of eggs and a bread of loaf. Wait, what are you saying? You want soap? Yeah. Just give me the soap, please. Yeah, I just ended up walking out with soap. Like, trying to talk to him more was just too overwhelming for me. So I decided just to go back home. And then I went to practice what I'm gonna say when I go back there. And then I went back there after 30 minutes. And then I just came out with soap again. Yeah, that breakfast was the worst breakfast I've ever had. More of the story, I was just educating you guys about social anxiety. Like, it's very hard for us to do basic things like interact. So now you know. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And go in the comment section and ask any question about social anxiety. I'll explain it. So social anxiety is a real thing. I hope I have raised awareness to anyone else who suffers from social anxiety. I hope you feel seen.